Hi there and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. This is a complex and sensitive situation involving high-profile figures in the music industry, and the latest legal developments surrounding Diddy and Jay-Z are generating major buzz. It's no longer just hearsay. Credible sources suggest that there is actual evidence against them. And believe it or not, things are about to take an even more shocking turn. A prosecutor has come forward, revealing startling details about why these two superstars are facing serious legal trouble. If you think you've heard it all, brace yourself, because this scandal is about to stir up the hip-hop world like never before. The controversy began with a woman who, for now, is going by Jane Doe. She has filed a lawsuit accusing both Diddy and Jay-Z of committing a crime so disturbing that it will leave you speechless. The woman, now 38 years old and living in Alabama, claims that when she was just 13 years old, she was subjected to a traumatic experience involving both of these famous figures. For the past 24 years, she kept quiet about what happened, fearing that no one would believe her. After all, how could a 13-year-old stand up to two of the biggest names in music? Her silence was understandable. She was terrified. But now she is finally speaking out about her truth, and the details she's sharing are chilling. This woman, a mother of children, has courageously come forward to NBC News, explaining for the first time the terrifying events that she says took place in the year 2000. According to her lawsuit and a recent interview, she alleges that the incident occurred during the MTV Video Music Awards after-party in 2000. At the time, she was a 13-year-old girl from Rochester, New York, dreaming of a life filled with the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. She had snuck away from home to catch a glimpse of the action at Radio City Music Hall, but since she didn't have a ticket, she ended up watching the show from outside on a big screen. That's when she met a limo driver who claimed to work for Diddy and promised to get her into an exclusive after-party. Here's where things start to get truly disturbing. The limo driver allegedly told the girl that Diddy preferred younger women, and suggested that she was exactly what he was looking for. The girl recalls thinking it was odd, but ultimately, she followed the driver to a large white house. Upon arrival, she says she was asked to sign what she believes was a non-disclosure agreement before being allowed inside. If you've been following the recent allegations against Diddy, you can probably guess where this is going. The young girl, now in a situation far beyond her understanding, was about to experience something far more sinister than she could have imagined. Inside the party, the young woman claims there were many celebrities in attendance, including Fred Durst and Benji Madden. But things took a dark turn when she began to feel lightheaded after drinking a beverage handed to her by a server. This is when the nightmare supposedly unfolded. She alleges that she was led to a private room to rest, and that's when both Diddy and Jay-Z walked in. According to her, Jay-Z was the first to assault her. She says he pinned her down, put his hand over her mouth, and assaulted her while she struggled to escape. Afterward, she claims that Diddy came in and did the same. The woman also says there was another woman in the room who witnessed the attack. After the alleged assault, she managed to escape and ran to a nearby convenience store where she used the phone to call her father. She was visibly shaken and upset, but when her father arrived to pick her up, he didn't ask her what had happened. She recalls feeling that her father didn't question her because he didn't want to believe the truth or wasn't sure what to think. However, despite the silence, she is determined to stand by her story. Of course, there are inconsistencies in her narrative. For example, she mentions meeting Fred Durst and Benji Madden at the after-party, but Benji Madden was actually on tour at the time and could not have been there. Furthermore, her father does not remember picking her up from the convenience store, and some of the locations she mentions in her story have been difficult for NBC to verify. These discrepancies are certainly troubling, and they've led some to question the validity of her claims. Despite these inconsistencies, the woman is adamant about what happened to her, and her lawyer has stated that she is willing to take a polygraph test to prove she is telling the truth. Her determination to pursue justice remains strong, even in the face of skepticism. In a statement to NBC, representatives for Diddy and Jay-Z have vehemently denied the allegations. Both stars claim they were not at the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards, with Jay-Z's team pointing out that he was on tour in the Midwest at the time. However, things have taken an even more unexpected turn. The prosecutor handling the case has revealed that there is supposed to be video footage from that night that allegedly shows what transpired during the after-party. This evidence could be the key to proving the woman's claims, and if it exists, it could have serious repercussions for both Diddy and Jay-Z. In addition to the footage, investigators discovered several recordings when they raided Diddy's homes as part of an ongoing investigation into his other legal issues. These tapes reportedly contain disturbing accounts of what took place at these alleged after-parties, and word on the street is that Jay-Z himself might be featured in some of these tapes. This development raises even more questions about the involvement of both Diddy and Jay-Z, especially when considering Jay-Z's past associations with younger women. There are murmurs about Jay-Z's history with individuals like Saucy Brown, who was a teenager when she started working with him, which has raised eyebrows over the years. Now, with these new allegations coming to light, Jay-Z's actions and associations are being scrutinized more than ever. Jay-Z, however, is not taking this lying down. His lawyer, Alex Spiro, has filed a motion to have the lawsuit dismissed, calling the claims outrageous and accusing the woman's lawyer, Tony Busby, of simply trying to gain publicity. He argues that the entire lawsuit is nothing more than a money grab, and Jay-Z himself has denied any wrongdoing, stating that the allegations are false and that he plans to fight the case in court. Despite these bold denials, Jay-Z's team has been accused of using some questionable tactics. Tony Busby, the lawyer representing the woman, claims that Jay-Z's team has been using intimidation tactics in an attempt to silence him and his family. Busby even went public with these allegations, accusing Jay-Z's camp of trying to pressure him into dropping the case. According to Busby, Jay-Z's legal team has been offering former clients money to come forward and make false claims against him. In response to these accusations, Jay-Z's camp continues to deny any wrongdoing. They argue that they were simply trying to resolve the case through legal means and that they never resorted to intimidation. However, this back-and-forth battle has escalated, and it's clear that both sides are preparing for a long, contentious legal battle. At this point, it's hard to say where things will go from here. As the case progresses and more evidence comes to light, the reputations of both Diddy and Jay-Z are at stake. If the video footage does exist, it could change everything. And while both men continue to deny the allegations, the mounting evidence suggests that this story is far from over. Will Jay-Z face the same fate as Diddy? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this is a scandal that is far from reaching its conclusion.